I would like to just say that today probably sports has taken a backseat. When I see, especially I see in Andhra Pradesh, when children come to class 8, there's such a rush to get into the IITs that there is no concept of sports at all. Like, it's like morning till evening, they are like, they're running. In fact, let me just say that I have, I studied here in Hyderabad, in Little School. Then I went to IIT Chennai, and thereafter I went to IIM Ahmedabad. But I don't think, we really had this concept, like, we have these schools, well-known schools, Chaitanya, you have Narayana, basically children are studying, in fact, from morning 8 o'clock till night 8 o'clock. And they get into the IITs. And as an alumni of IIT, when I go to IITs and see the juniors who are there, I do not know about the education, but one thing is for certain, that they are definitely not leaders. In the sense, I don't see that the students who come out of the institutes with the background of just studies are going to be leaders. I was also, we had some sort of a get together, and we were trying to understand about the growth of children, because probably people of my age, we have children. I have my kids in class 11, class 10, and we have a very, very critical decision to make. Where do we put our children? And like, what is it that they need to look at? And I consulted a lot of psychologists. And they say that if a child at the age of 6 can speak very fluently in about 6 languages, I mean, it could be French, Spanish, Telugu, Hindi. Now, most of us probably speak 3 or 4 languages. And if you were to speak in a new language, it's so difficult. It would probably take us years to speak in a new language. If you were to pick up French, it will take us years to pick up that language. But for a child, up to 12 years, the neurons in the head, psychologically, are so intense, they are getting formed, that what they learn remain with them for the rest of their lives. That's why they say that the man is completed by the age of 12. Until the age of 12, whether it's sports or whether it's different layers of mental development, we are not really giving him the wholesome development that a child needs. And wholesome development is not in terms of just education. I would think that probably it has got to do with, the left and the right hemispheres of the brain, as they say, not just education, but also maybe arts, maybe sports. And the leaders are those, in fact, are those whose mind is completely developed. So, of course, I have therefore not put my child into, I put them into sports more. And it was a choice that I made. And I think most of the corporates also, most of the corporates, in fact, the person from JP Morgan is smiling, I'm sure his children also, whenever I go to this area of the high-tech city and see, and I see the children attending, they are really confused. They want their children to get into sports, but they don't see that this sporting infrastructure exists today. So it's a landmark thing. I was just reading while Rahul Bujja was speaking, I was going through internet about the corporate social responsibility, which mandates that 2% of the budget, 2% of a company's profit, of those companies which are having a turnover of more than 1,000 crores, the last 3 years average profit, 2% of that has to be spent on sports. And hopefully, the 2%, if it goes into education and health, which are the most key sectors, it will be on those schools which are encouraging sports. Because sports, I think, is a part of development of the personality, which not only brings in ethics, which brings in a development of personality. If you ask any child, he says, I want to go to a school which has games. I don't think any child will say, I want to go to a school which only encourages studies and studies. No child goes to a school, children's growth, in fact, children's growth we are inhibiting by not giving them sports. And unfortunately, even if you look at sports within our country, there is some sports, most of the administrators will get into sports, like Rahul Bujja has got into sports now, is that we see that we have hardly any medals. I mean, a country of 1 billion, we cannot, for getting 1 or 2 medals in Olympic gold is like, it's so terrible for us. I mean, small countries with a population of 2 crores, 3 crores are getting much more medals than the whole of our country. And this is something which really is showing up, on us. In fact, within our country, if you see, I have seen that Manipur, which is having a population of 30 lakhs, gets more medals in the national games than, bigger states like even Andhra or Uttar Pradesh or Bihar, a small state like Manipur gets half the medals in the national games as compared to bigger states. It just shows that either physically, is it physically, genetically, or it is it administratively that we are weak. Because we honestly are not giving enough for sports, and I'm a complete votary. I would thank Sai Baba because I've gone to his foundation, and FCI, of course, 30 to 35 sports persons we give stipends every year. We have of course promoted sports personalities. We have Malleshwari, Shiny, Victor, who was a captain for I think 100 times. But lot more, of course. Say Victor is the football captain. Okay, and still he's sitting like a commoner. If he was a football player in Europe, probably we'll all have to queue up to get an autograph. To get meet somebody like Cristiano Ronaldo or Messi would probably be a dream for many children. But we have a football captain who will be like treated like a commoner among us here. I think there's obviously a need for change, and I think it's a landmark kind of a bill that's been proposed. Hopefully it passes. I think it's already passed in the Rajya Sabha. But once it becomes reality, I'm sure that foundations like you will be, I think, doing much greater social service, and everybody will support you. Thank you for inviting me.